State your name for the camera.
Ilitch Peters.
Give me one word to describe the state of the world right now.
Chaotic. I don't know, it feels like we're living in the twilight zone
Already.
on many different levels. It's just like, you know, from the economic situation to social justice to like what's happening, you know, in the White House and, you know, the global pandemic. It's a lot. It's like a full season of Twilight Zone that we're living in right now.
How is this episode of Twilight Zone of 2020 affected you and provided challenges for you this year?
I think it's just kind of like challenged me mentally and emotionally more than anything else. Being able to pivot and sort of rethink my game plan. You know, I had a whole set of plans at the beginning of the year about where I wanted to be, you know, on a personal and professional level. And, you know, the pandemic and, you know, everything that kind of came after that sort of changed that course. And I felt like in the beginning of the year, I was on the cusp of doing so many great things, but as a result of everything, I've sort of had a huge setback of sorts. So a lot of it has been pivoting and just refiguring out like how to survive in this new normal that we're living in right now.
But these challenges, how has it changed you as a person?
I feel like every challenge has sort of made me rediscover things about myself that I didn't know I had within me, and also it sort of brought back instincts that I sort of leaned on from my earlier childhood years. You know, kind of like going through homelessness and sort of surviving a lot of trials and tribulations. A lot of that like survival instinct has sort of started kicking in. So if anything, it's just made me realize that like, you know, like I can survive. Like I do have those instincts in me to sort of tackle each issue, even if I do get down on myself. So it's been an emotional roller coaster where I kind of fall off and, you know, I get off the horse and then I find something to sort of like rebalance myself and find my center. And then that's kind of how I get over that hump. So each individual thing is just a different way to kind of get back and recenter, whether it's the support of friends or, you know, family, talks, you know, taking walks when it's possible, or just doing things to kind of bring some sense of happiness in this world. Because right now there's a lot to be sad about, but I think that just kind of like dwelling on that also is not productive. So being able to at least focus on the things that do make you happy and remembering that like these times will come to pass, I think is like a huge, it's a huge thing that I hold on to.
What are you most hopeful for in 2021?
Wow, that's a loaded question. I'm definitely hopeful that, especially in light of like how everything's gone this year with regards to just the state of the world, that people's consciousness is like fully awake, you know, not like we're gonna treat this as like, oh, well, you know, everything that's going on right now and then we're just gonna fall asleep at the wheel the next year after. Like I hope that these trying times kind of force people to go back to the basics, like understanding community and understanding that each and every one of us has an opportunity to make a difference. We don't have to rely on like elected officials or celebrities and things of that nature. It's all of us, you know. It's like us sitting in this room right now. We all have the potential to create that ripple effect. So going into next year, I hope that, you know, with the advent of technology and social media and all these tools that we have at our disposal, that we're using it to push this world forward, you know, one individual sort of playing their part and creating the larger picture.